Students, how are you? I wish all of you will be healthy and safe. So, students, in this video, we have more problems and we will try to solve these problems using for. Okay, let's. The next problem is find the length of a string or count the number of digits in a number. Okay, so what you will do, first of all, take a number or string. You take a number like this or a string. Number equals to input, enter any numbers, or you can any string also. Okay, what you will do, take a variable count equals to or length equals to 0. Initial value of length is 0. Okay, now for I in what? I in n. Okay, and what you will do, you will length plus equals to 1. Okay, as to what will happen in this program, suppose your number is like 36389. Okay, the initial value of I will be 6, then length will be length plus 1. Next, the next value of I will be 7, it will increase by 1. Next value of I will be 8, it will increase by 1. As the as the value of I is iterating, the length will increase one by one. At last, you will get the length of the string or length of the number. Okay, right. Print number of digits in the input number equals to length. Okay, single program and run it. Valid syntax. Sorry, this is the unnecessary number. Program. Now enter any number, for example 6, 5, and so on. So now you can see length plus equals to. Sorry, the spelling of length is incorrect. length, leng. Okay, h extra. Enter any number. The number has 4 characters, so it will print. The number of digits in the input number is 4. Okay, students. Okay, so let's move to the next problem. Okay. The next problem is find the sum of all digits. Okay, so this problem is similar to the previous problem. Okay, in this problem you are counting the digits, but in this problem you will collect all digits and you will add one by one in the sum variable. Okay, so it is same. Enter any number length. So here you will take a variable sum, and sum equals to 0. Okay, now so in this format, so the value of I will be suppose your number is, for example, 789. The value of I in the first iteration, value of I will be 7. In the second iteration, value of I will be 8, and the third iteration, the value of I will be 9. Okay, but you should remember you are taking here a string, so all these digits will treat as string, so you have to convert each digit into integer. Okay, so now what you will do, okay, you will find out the sum equals to sum plus what? Int I. Okay, you will get digit in the form of a string, and what you will do, you will convert the string, a character, into integer, because the addition operation will not perform on string or character. That's why you have to convert the character into integer. Okay, and write down the message here. Sum of all digits equals to what sum. Okay, save program and try to invalid syntax very okay. Enter any number, for example 1 2 3 4 3 4 7 2 9 1 10. Result should be 10, so sum of all digits equals to 10. Okay students, okay. Let's move to the next problem. To find the LCM of two numbers. In using a while loop, what logic we have used to find the LCM of two numbers? Have you remember? To find the LCM of two numbers, we find a number which is divisible by given two numbers. So you will find a number that will be divisible by these two numbers. Okay. So let's try to make this program using for loop. What you will do, first of all, you will take two numbers here, a comma b. Okay. Input enter any two numbers. Okay. Here you will get two numbers. Because you are taking the two numbers here, so what you will do, you will use the split function. The split function will separate two numbers, and these two numbers will be individually stored in a variable a and b. Okay, now what you will do, you will convert it into integer. So a should be equals to integer a and b should be equals to integer b. Why we are converting these two numbers into integer? Because here we will get a and b in the string form. That's why you have to convert it into integer. Okay, so now 2k for I in range. I in range, initial value will be 1. Okay, and it will go up to what? A multiplied by b. Okay, now you will check one by one. If what? I modulus a equals to 0 means the first number is divisible by a and this number is also divisible by b, 0. It means this is your LCM. So write down print LCM equals to what? I will be your LCM, and what you will do, you will break this program, otherwise it will move further. Okay, and this program is over. Okay, now save your program and run it. Okay, enter any two numbers, for example 25 and 100. You guess what will be the LCM? LCM will be 100 because 100 is divisible by 25 and 100 both. So 100 is the LCM. Okay, I think for loop is easier than while. Okay, so you should practice more on for loop. Okay students, so what we have done in the previous program, we have done nothing. First of all, we have taken two numbers and we have started the value from 1. So one by one we are dividing the number from a and b. Okay, so whenever we get a number which is divisible by a and b, that will be our LCM. So I am checking the each number one by one. If a number starting value is 1, 1 modulus equals to 0 and 1 modulus b equals to 0, LCM will be I, because I modulus a is not equals to 0 and I modulus b is not equal to LCM will not be 1. 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, one by one it will check each number. Whenever it will get a number which is divisible by both a and b, that will be your LCM. That will print. Okay, it will print LCM I. Okay, students. So your next problem is to find out the SCF of two numbers. Okay, to find out the SCF of using for loop, my logic is different. Okay, what will be my logic? For example, I have two numbers 20 and 8. Okay, so first I'll assume that the smaller number between a and b will be my SCF. So what is the smaller number between 20 and 8? Obviously 8 is the smaller number. So in the first case my SCF will be 8. Okay. Now you have to check these two numbers are completely divisible by SCF or not. Obviously not. So I will reduce the number by 1. Okay, the next number will be 7. Okay, you have to check 20 and 8. These both number are divisible by 7. No. So 7 is not my SCF. The next I will reduce again. Okay, now 6 divides 20 and 8 both. No. So it will not be my SCF. Now 5. No. And let's check 4. Yes. The 4 divides 20 and 8 both the numbers. That's why I'll get my, so in this way I am getting my SCF. So 4 is my SCF. Let's take another example. For example, I have here 10 and second number is B. In the first case my SCF will be the smaller number. So smaller number between 10 and 7 is 7. So SCF is 7. Okay, now check 7 divides 10 and 7 both. No. So 7 is not my SCF. 6 divides 10 and 7 both. No. Next 5 divides 10 and 7. No. 4 divides 10 and 7. No. 3 divides 10 and 7. No. 2. No. And the last one, yes, 1 divides 10 and 7. So my SCF will be 1. So this logic I'll use to find out the SCF using for loop. Okay, so first of all I'll take two numbers A and B. Okay, now if A is less than B, so in this case my SCF will be A. Initial value of SCF will be A. Otherwise the SCF will be B. So this is the initial value of SCF. Now use for SCF in range. What initial value of SCF is SCF, and it will go up to 0. Okay, and you have to reduce the value by 1. So you will write down step -1. Okay, write down the condition. If the number A modulus SCF equals to 0 and B modulus SCF equals to 0, means your number A and B both are divisible by SCF, that will be your exact SCF. Okay, print SCF equals to what? SCF, and terminate the loop using break keyword. Okay, so this is the way to find out the SCF of two numbers using for loop. Okay, save your program and run it. Okay, let's take two numbers, for example 5 and 10. SCF is 5. Okay, let's take another example and run your program. Okay, run this program. Now I mean 89 and 11. SCF is 1. Okay, so this is the way to find out the SCF using for loop. Let's move to the next problem. Print A to Z. It's very simple. As you have print using while loop, similarly you will print using for loop. How? Let's see. Okay, so there is no need of this. Write down for I. Okay, and in range starting value will be 65 and it will go up to 91, because ASCII code of capital A is equals to 65 and capital Z is equals to 90. So you have to go up to 91. Okay, 65 to 91, and you will print what? Print I, but you have to convert it into character. Okay, CHRI. Okay, the problem is solved. Run this program. Okay, one thing we have to write down, we have to use the tab key. Okay, save your program, and you can see you have printed. Okay, why that is not working? Okay, and equals to, and okay. Now you can see all the letters from A to Z. Similarly, you can print small a to Z. How? It's very simple. Now the value will start from 97 and it will go up to 123. Okay, it will print small a to small Z. Okay, the next problem, count number of vowels in a string. Suppose you have input a string and you have to count the number of vowels. First of all, you should remember what are the ASCII code of vowels. Okay, what are the ASCII code of vowels? So in this case, you have to find out the ASCII code of each vowel. What are your vowels? Your vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Okay, and A, E, I, O, U. What you will do? You will make a list like this. Okay, or you can make it as a string. So what you will do? First of all, you will take a string from the user. Okay, write down name. Suppose you are taking your name as a string. So write down input enter your name. Okay, enter your name. What? First, to count the number of vowels, take a variable. It will store the counting of the vowels. Initial value is 0 for I in what? I in A, E, I, O, U and A, E, I, O, U. Okay, it will check each character belongs to A, E, I, O, U or not. Okay. The logic of this program is little bit different. So let's do it practically. Okay. What will I do? Let's take an example. For example, your name is Rajesh. Okay, and I have another string. Here I am storing all the vowels A, E, I, O, U and A, E, I, O, U. Okay, first of all, I'll take the character R and I'll check R belongs to this string or not. Means I'll check the existence of R in this string. If R exists in this string, here I am storing all the vowels. If R exists in this string, it means it is the vowel. Okay. Similarly, I will check the next character. If next character belongs to this string, it is a vowel also. Okay. Similarly, I will check one by one each character, each characters existent in the this string. Okay. Let's try to make the program. Okay. First of all, take the string. For example, string equals to input. Enter any string. Okay, now for I in what string? For I in string, so it will iterate the value of I. So one by one, the value of I will be the different individual character. If you will check, if I in what? A, E, I, O, U and A, E, I, O, U. Okay. If I exist in this string, it means it will be a vowel, and in this you have taken a variable count equals to 0. If I exist in this string, it means it is a vowel, and you will count plus equals to 1. So this is the way, and the last you will print the number of vowels. Okay, so write on the message, print number of vowels equals to count. Okay, what we have done in this program, first of all we have taken the string and the starting value of count is 0. So what is the function of this loop? It will iterate the string. Okay, for example, your string is like uh, Al. Okay, ah, the first value of I will be A. So A is in this string. Yes, the count will be 1. Now next, the next value of I will be L. So L is in this string. No. Next, I will be I belongs to this string. Yes, then it will increase the value of count. In the similar way, it will check each character's existence in this string, and finally it will print the number of vowels in your string. Okay, now try to run this program. Valid syntax. Oh, sorry. Enter any string, for example ARIGARH. Now you can see number of vowels equal to 3. A. The number of vowels in this string are 3. Okay, so let's move to the next problem. So the next problem is little bit different to the previous problem. Okay, so basically this problem is based on nested for. Okay, so before getting this problem you have to understand an example. Okay, for example, in this example I am taking a string. My string is RLBA. Okay, now so using for loop I will iterate. Now I am taking the value of R. The initial value of I will be R. Okay, now I am taking another variable, that is substring, means the part of the string. That is my substring. Okay, and here I am printing the substring. Okay, listen carefully. Initially the substring is null. It is blank. Substring has nothing. Okay, so now whenever I run the for loop, the initial value of I will be, obviously it will be R, because the first character is R, the I will be R. And what will I do? I will join the character produced by R into substring. Okay, because initially substring is null. If I join R to substring, the substring will store R. Okay, and finally I will print this substring. Okay, what will be the output? Output will be R. The next character I will get L. Okay, now the previous value of substring is R, and I'll join the character in I to substring. So now result will be R L, and I will print substring. Now the output will be R L. The next character which will store in I will be V, and I'll join V to the substring. Now it will be RLV. Okay, now I will print RLV. Okay, then next I will store M. Now M, and M will be joined to the substring. Now it will be RLVM, and finally I will print RLVM. So in this way I will get my desired output. Okay students, okay, you have to watch this video again and again to get my point. Okay, so let's move to the practical part. First of all, I'll take my string. Okay, now take a substring. Initially substring is null. Okay, now for I in what string? In this example, I is iterating to string. Okay, now for I in string, what you will do? The substring equals to substring plus what? I. Okay, what we have done in this example, the substring, I am joining the character which is stored in I to substring. Okay, similar way I am joining the the character which is stored in I to substring. Okay, now again use the for loop for j in substring. J substring, what will I do? I will print j and print j because I need tab also, and equals to tab. Okay, now I need the new line also. After printing the substring, the cursor will move to the new line. That's why I am printing print slash n. Okay, save the program and run. Okay, input any string, for example, heartless, and you can see the result. Okay, heartless. Okay, students, what we have done in this program? In this program, first of all, I have taken the string. Okay, now I have taken the another string that initially it is blank. Okay, so in the for loop, I am iterating the each character of a string, and what in the next line I am joining these character to substring. Okay, and simple I am printing the each character of substring. Okay, and this line to move to the new. So students, we have done a lot of problem based on for loop. Okay, so this is the time for the revision exam. So in the next class I'll take your revision also. Okay, thank you students, have a nice day, be healthy, be safe.